Hello, 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 and welcome to the Sweet Stella Show. Oh, goodness. Thank you for joining in on my podcast. Today, I'm going to talk about the foster care system. That system is really one that I feel is broken. And there are a lot of things that, cause that system to be very, very broken. And we just need to work on trying to fix it as a community, as a nation, as a country, because those children need us. And they need us real bad, because their future needs to look just as bright as the next child's future who have their parents with them. A lot of reasons that the children come into foster care are due to neglect, sexual abuse, substance abuse, and that would cause the children to come into care. But what I wanted to focus on today was there's just not enough support for the children that are in the system. And that was one of the reasons why I say it's broken. I'm speaking on experiences. Okay, baby, be quiet. That I've had with people who've had foster children. And it's been very difficult, they say, for them because the state gives them funds to help take care of the children, but it's not nearly enough to do what they need to do in order to give the child a very, very good life. If you're not a person that, is kind of well off, it can be very difficult for you to become a foster parent because of the extra funds that you have to spend in order to keep the kids, up to par. Funds for the children. They give you a voucher to buy the children some clothes and things of that they may need for everyday living. But with the prices of the things that are so much, their clothes, I don't know about you, but clothes cost a lot these days. Though their shoes, and I know children can run shoes into the ground and they run through them real quick because they're very active. And so they'll give you a voucher to start you off. And you can go shopping for the kids. Can't get much, but you can get them a few things. And basically the rest just, comes from your pocket. And which is not nothing that, I personally would complain about if I'm willing and I'm able to do those things. I want those children to look the best because self-image means a lot to these kids and it's very important to them. So I want them to look their best. I want them to be proud of how they look so they can develop, self-esteem, because they lack self-esteem because of the conditions that they're in. I can say that the caseworkers, a good percentage of them, are really not doing the job that they need to do to assist the children. I don't know, maybe they're overwhelmed. because they, I guess, have so many cases. I don't know how many cases they're assigned to. I don't even know if they just do one case at a time. But I expect more from the caseworkers. And I feel like, and this is just my opinion, that they're not doing as much as they should be doing. I feel like it's like, okay, let's go to the next case, let's go to the next case, let's go to the next case, let's go to the next case. And I feel it's more focused on the case than focusing on the children that they are the caseworker for, and really trying to get them and their parents the assistance that they need to put the family either back together, or if it's just irreparable, it is what it is. But at least do as much as they can and not just do the humdrum things. Really look at it individually, not just go straight across the board and give everybody the same thing. Okay, we're going to give you parenting classes. Okay, we're going to give you this class. Okay, we're going to give you drug classes and things of that nature. Those things are good, but I think it needs to be a little bit more detailed. And if the kids happen to come into care more than once, I think there should be a step up of what you're going to do to assist the parents to get back on their feet and take care of the kids that they brought into this world. And I really feel like the system is broke. From what's going on now today, it's very difficult to even find placement for children. And a lot of people are scared. And can you guess why? That big word that's been affecting everything that's been going on in the world today, and that's COVID. A lot of people won't take kids because of COVID, and they're struggling themselves due to COVID. And so to try to add on and feed extra and do extra, it's just very difficult. My heart goes out. And I guess I'm just trying to say that those of you who can, and God has blessed you, and you have the heart to do it, I think you should go ahead on and do it. Because the children, like Whitney Houston would say, they are our future. They are. They are the future. And what future are we giving them if we're not giving them the support they need? We can't just support all the children who we feel are good children, quote unquote. We have to support those that have behavioral problems, that have all types of issues that are going on in their lives. So they're a little bit more special or need a little bit more attention than the everyday regular children in the family home that parents may deal with. And so, yes, it is a challenge. But because the system is broken and I would say not enough funding, maybe the government can step in and step up the funding for these children and the programs for these children to like really encapsulate them so that they can what? Win. Win, win, win. And guess what? When they win, we win. Economy improves, and I feel less crime. And if we could help these children to build a better life for themselves, a good life for themselves, I think it would be just great. The foster care system is really one that no child really wants to be in. And no one really likes to see a child even have to go through that. On the upside, even though it's broken, it's still a good thing. It's still a good thing because the children need somewhere, someplace to go. And they need the people who have stuck their, how would I put it, who've stuck their lives out and opened up their doors to assist these children. They need sincere people who really have a heart to do it and not just looking for an extra few dollars. Because you have to have patience, and you have to be caring, you have to be loving, and the foster care system, it's just hard getting people to fit that whole deal. And so that's why I feel that it's broken. It's broken because it's overpopulated. I mean, there are so many children in the system now. And that's sad, but hey, a lot of people come here not prepared to be mommy and daddies. So, hey. And I'm just thinking, what if the government, which is all of us, because what? Our tax dollars pay for it, could come up with a better system of caring for these children. I know some of the people that I've talked to about it, they talked about feeding the children were just a big task. You know, a lot of these children, they eat. And why? Because some of them are depressed. Even us that aren't even in foster care, we eat. Eating makes us feel good. But sometimes that's a big burden on the foster parent. And if the state could pitch in and assist, it would be lovely. It would be great. It would help a lot. And for the most part, they need more caseworkers that really know their job, that really know how to seek out these programs, because the experiences of some of the people are that they tell them to go seek out these programs. They tell them that, oh, they don't know any programs, or if they find any programs, to let them know. Well, what is their job? What are they doing? What is their purpose? If the foster parent has to do all this extra work and then some, while the caseworkers sit back and call and ask a few questions and put it in their report and go to the judge and say, well, hey, judge, this is what's going on. And half the time they don't know what's going on. And they reportedly, allegedly, a lot of the foster parents state that they'll call them like the day before court. Seriously, dude? And start asking them these 100 questions that they should be on top of or that they should know about the foster kids. And so the judge gets this botched up report, and things get dragged on and 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 on. And the children are trying to adapt to this new environment that they're in. And a lot of them are angry. And could you blame them? No, you can't. They're angry at the situation they're in. They're angry that they're not with mom, they're not with dad. Even though it wasn't the best situation, that's all they knew. That's all they knew. And so, I don't want to say the system is broken without trying to come up with ways that we could help fix it. One, become a foster parent. Two, really, really, really care about the future of these children. A lot of times, our lives really depend on it. Some of these children out here committing crimes and doing all these things, a good percentage of them are children that are in the system. So we have to be the change, make the change. We have to talk to our politicians, our legislative people, legislation, if you will. We have to get those laws put in place. We have to work extra hard or even be the creative mind to come up with programs to assist these children. And to, number one, assist these parents to be the best and help, pull them into programs that are gonna be effective and not the regular humdrum, okay, I'm here, I heard that before, and it don't work for my child. We have to come up with new ways, new avenues. That's just how I feel. So, in recap of it all, I'd just like to say that the foster care system is broken and it really needs repairing. And the number one way to help repair it is funds. Number two is volunteers and participation. Getting involved. So I challenge you to get involved. Or if you don't take a foster child in personally, maybe you could volunteer to do something with them. Or maybe you can pass on your creative ideas of how you raised your children to be the best that they could be. And if you take the job as a caseworker, please care about it all and don't fall into the everyday humdrum syndrome that, okay, this is that, this is what I'm going to do, and and no care is involved, no really concerned. It's just that I got to get my paperwork in. Let's not be that type of caseworker. So, this is Sweet Stella, just giving her opinion on the foster care system. And I'd like for you to click the button, like, and subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the next topic that I'd like to talk about. Until then, I'd like to say, be blessed.